this whole propaganda from the left and this whole scare tactic from the other side to get you to vote for them or to get you to comply and bend the knee to the government, we gotta stop. We just gotta ignore it. Like literally just don't pay them any attention. What's up, guys? Welcome to Let It Be Heard, where we are doers of the word, not hearers only. I'm your host, jaden.heard, and today we're going to be talking about COVID again. It's a big deal, y'all, so check it out.
Okay, how can I get to COVID-aware TikTok? I'm on COVID-aware Twitter, but I want to get to COVID-aware TikTok.
Why?
It never went away, but cases are spiking back up again. If at any point you stopped masking, you need to mask again. From the grocery store to the Eras tour, mask.
Oh my God.
About a month ago, my local drugstore had a whole display full of FlowFlex COVID tests, and now they have none. There's a new dominant variant. Our vaccines are old and out of date, and it's been so long since we've heard anything because the government decided that it's over. So we're on our own, and we have been for a very long time now. I'd say pretty much the whole pandemic. If you consider yourself a leftist, or if you just consider yourself to be a good person, the very least you can do right now is wear a mask.
Here we go again. Yeah, this whole idea that you have to be this moral person, and if you're not, then you're basically, if you don't wear a mask, you're not a good person. You're not moral. You're this evil, just terrible, like terrorist for America. You're out here trying to take away people's lives. You don't care about the well-being of others. But that's presupposing, first of all, COVID even matters anymore. It doesn't. Okay, and as a matter of fact, looking back on it, it didn't matter in the first place. We just didn't know. Now we know. Now we know that this whole thing was just political theater. And it's no wonder. Election season is coming up. And you got now COVID is all of a sudden just this huge thing. And it just stopped having different variants for the past 2 years. Right? It just stopped. It was just calmed down. And then it just picks back up. All of a sudden has this dangerous new variant that we have to worry about. Now we have to mask up. Now we have to create some new vaccines, which somehow is going to happen in 6 months. You know, I'm just not buying it again. I'm not falling for it. I had my graduation ripped from me. I had my senior year prom ripped from me. I had my freshman college orientation ripped from me. And I would say maybe a year and a half of social life ripped from me. And I'm not going through that again. And I know a lot of us Americans are not going through that again because you think that a good person would mask up. I'm not wearing the mask. I'm not getting the jab. And I'm not complying. I'm not doing it. I didn't get it in the first place, which I'm thankful for. There's a really cool post going around saying that no one regrets not taking it. But there are millions of people out there that regret taking it, and you know what I'm talking about. And these people are just trying to take away our rights to our body, right? Aren't these leftists, these moral people, so obsessed with protecting your right to bodily autonomy? Well, why don't they protect your right to bodily autonomy when it comes to wearing a mask or to a COVID jab, right? You know, this reminds me of another thing, how we need to protect our rights. We need to protect our data. Right? Protect our information, right? That's why we here at RSBN highly recommend ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN is a great tool that we use here at RSBN. Basically, it fights back against big tech's control of the internet. No matter what your politics are or who you voted for, everyone should have the right to express themselves freely. But sadly, as we all know, big tech has instead opted for silencing tactics. They're censoring conservatives and they're censoring Christians. And again, we want to fight back against that. Have you guys ever wondered how TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter makes all their money? Well, they basically do this by tracking all your searches, right? They look at all your video history, everything you click on, and then they build a huge profile on you and sell off all your sensitive data. Now, when you use ExpressVPN app on your computer or phone or your tablet or any other device in your house, you anonymize much of your online presence by hiding your IP address. This makes your activity much more difficult to trace and sell to advertisers. Now, what's more is that ExpressVPN encrypts 100% of your network data to protect you from eavesdroppers and cyber criminals. Now, what I like most about it personally is how easy it is to use. It just takes one click to protect all of your devices, and that's why ExpressVPN is rated #1 by Tech Radar. So let's stop allowing big tech companies to rob us of our free speech. to rob us of our data and take all of our information. And let's rob them of their right to that by going to expressvpn.com/rsbn. You get 3 months free off of an annual subscription. Again, we're trying to give you your bodily autonomy to your right, to your data, right? So again, go to expressvpn.com/rsbn for 3 months free of an annual subscription. Now back to different rights, I guess, that we're talking about. These people don't actually care about bodily autonomy or your right to lie, or whatever. They're obsessed with, again, and we talked about this on past episodes, but it's the culture, right? It's just seeped into our culture and what we value. We value career over everything. Basically, we value money. We put our identity in things that don't matter. But I'm not making this an abortion video. Let's stick with the topic, but it does have a lot to do with each other because it's just hypocrisy. And that's all I see on that side is just hypocrisy. I'm tired of hearing it, right? Calling us immoral people for not wearing a mask, yet they're okay with killing an innocent child for bodily autonomy. I don't understand that. It always goes over my head. Maybe I just don't understand. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, and then back further towards the video, she's just talking about how there's our vaccines are old and outdated. Girl, they've been old and outdated. Okay, like again, as we said earlier, thank God this is on Rumble and not YouTube. These vaccines, these masks, like I literally just ignore it. Like I literally just don't even pay attention anymore. I just ignore it. A new COVID thing comes out, new cases rise. I just ignore it. Whatever. I've had COVID and I'm fine. My father's had COVID. My mother's had COVID. My grandmother's had COVID. We're all fine, and we all know why the most people that get hospitalized and die from COVID are from heart issues, and because they're obese. We've gone through this in a past episode. We went through the statistics, but it's mainly the obese people or people with heart issues that are dying or basically getting really, really sick from COVID or getting hospitalized. So this whole propaganda from the left and this whole scare tactic from the other side to get you to vote for them or to get you to comply and bend the knee to the government, we got to stop. We just got to ignore it. Like literally just don't pay them any attention. It's like some of y'all are parents and your baby's just nagging you, hey, I really want this candy bar. You just ignore it. Just ignore it. Just keep going, right? Who cares, right? He'll get over it. And just like these tyrants, they'll get over it, right? They'll move on to something else. They'll find something else to try to take away our rights with. And if it's not COVID, it's going to be something else. They're gonna do racism. They're gonna say, oh well, reparations. They're gonna use climate change. All right, this is just one of the things that they're just gonna keep attacking, and trying to take away your rights. Ignore it all. And this lady is a prime example of it. She's just out here speaking what she's basically repeating what she's been told. And honestly, it's kind of sad because a lot of these people hear this stuff and then they truly just believe it. Like it's really sad. And people really fall for this stuff. Like there's people out here like, oh boy, I better mask up. It's masked up season again. Is this going to happen every 4 years? Are we just going to keep doing this every election season? I'm surprised BLM hasn't started back up yet. Because that's like apparently like a huge thing around election season. They got to make their donations every 4 years for elections. They got to donate to all the Democrat politicians just for them to screw them again and not pass anything that they want them to. And basically, it's just this political theater of money going in a circle on the same side. And yeah, that's pretty much what's happened to the black community for the last 60, 70 years. They've just been lied to by the Democrats. I'm not surprised. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Don't fall for this stuff. Stay in the Lord. Read your Bible. Our safety net, our shelter is the Lord, our shepherd, right? Is Jesus, right? Psalm 23, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want, right? So let's not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow is a worry about itself, the Bible says. Let's just abide in Jesus. Let's trust him. Let's fellowship together. Let's be around each other. Let's love on each other. And pray for those who are deceived, who are being lost, who are being strayed away. We don't want that to happen. And all this misinformation, all the mainstream media stuff that's just to scare you, don't worry. Jesus says not to worry. right? So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. You'll see that on the you'll see those links after the video. And have a good rest of your week. God bless. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and X. And be sure to hit that follow button and that join button. It'll take you over to our local channel where you can further support the show and get access to some additional content. God bless.